All right, boys, we are live for the 208th. The 208th live chat. I go live every single Wednesday. This live stream stays up for everyone who watches the channel's pure enjoyment. I go live throughout the week, but I private those for members only. So if you want to watch those, you have to be a tier 2 or tier 3 member. Occasionally, I leave some of them up as well, like the Easter stream I left up. But this is the weekly live. I can't believe it's been 208. Have I been keeping track of these wrong? Where the hell is the time going? It's wild. Anyway, we got a lot to talk about. As much as I hate the UFC for being such a fly-by-night company and for being so, what's the word I'm looking for? Shitty at their jobs, for lack of a better term to use right now other than fly-by-night. Listen, it's good. It's honestly good for us because we get to sit around speculating. So that's always, I enjoy that actually. I actually kind of enjoy it. But what I do hate is having to sift through all the bullshit, which is why I dropped that video early. We talked about it last night. I mean, the video I dropped earlier was a straight up heater. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's actually doing pretty decent for the channel. It's nothing crazy. It's not like blowing up. But yeah, I mean, it's on the channel. Hope you guys watched it already. It is called Unreliable Reports Suggest Islam Makhachev versus Ilia Topuria at UFC 317. I talk about the hypothetical possibility of him being stripped. I talk about the reports that have come out that have been regurgitated by the MMA community. I talk about Caio Borralho's claim about Dricus Du Plessis, another unreliable report that people are running with. And there's a lot to be discussed. There's a lot to be discussed. I actually got to plug up my phone real quick. I don't charge my phone at night. Fun fact, I don't charge my phone when I go to bed. I charge it when I'm working. And then I never have to charge it. So, anyway, boys, we have a lot to discuss. UFC 317 announcement on the horizon. Should be soon. My guess is it would be by next week. Anyway, what's up, Justin? What's up, Nivek? Ian Garry might lose. Apparently, a lot of people are saying Ian Garry's going to lose. They were too busy on the Fighting Nerds. Cox. Ian Garry just pulled out. That's not true. We need an official UFC announcement already. Too tired of those random Twitter screenshots claiming they know what's going on. I agree. I try to sift through it for you guys, so just make sure you're subscribed to the channel and you'll be up to date. The one who vapes, what's up, man? Happy Wednesday to you as well. Made man around here. John is negotiating with the UFC. I think John wants his Aspinall fight to be in November. So it would not shock me if Aspinall ends up defending the interim title one more time. If they strip Islam of the title, I'm done with the UFC. I've been watching since the Chuck Liddell era. I'm kind of with you, Freedom Fighter. It'd be an embarrassment. Angel's a clown. I call it too. Islam's a duck. How is he pound for pound? Dude, Ilia's the duck around here. Ilia's the duck around here. What's up, bro? What's up, Landon? Caio Borralho should be cut. Okay, that's a weird take, but all right. You said Islam said he didn't want to fight Ilia. It's not true. Well, where are you? I've been waiting for you to point it out to me. Where can I find it? Where can I hear it for my own self? Where can I hear it for myself? They never stripped Ilia to begin with, so they won't strip Islam, who just fought in January. These rumors are so stupid. I think they did tell Topuria. I think Topuria wanted to keep the belt, and they told Topuria, look, you're going to have to give the belt up. And he said, okay, I'll give it up. So it's a little, I don't know, more to it. Joey, these incels are so damn gullible. Bilal was just on submissive radio, and he was adamant he won't fight Makhachev, but yet, according to reliable sources, Makhachev's vacating the belt. Landon, you know my thoughts on all this. All I have to say is the people who are like me must be like, thank God for this channel. Because I'm the only one sifting through this bullshit. Everyone's just regurgitating and like, oh, so what? So and so. Like, we're getting super unreliable reports and people are acting like it's 100% official. It's crazy. So you know what would be crazy? I see Garry apparently was talking a lot of shit today. I want Garry to starch out Carlos Prates. And then I want JDM to pull out or Bilal to pull out. And then Garry step in for a title fight. That's what I want. That's what I desperately want. If anything, Ilia ran away from the division when he still had plenty of good fights. I know. He ran away from Jean Silva. He ran away from Movsar. He ran away from Volkanovski. Islam does not want to give a chance to 45ers anymore at the Moicano fight. There was a deleted tweet. It wasn't real. It's not real. It wasn't a real tweet. I tried to find confirmation that was a real tweet. Could never find any confirmation that was a real tweet. It's fake. I've heard about it. It's fake. So that's the worst thing you could ever say. Great video you put up earlier. Thanks for the due diligence on the reporting. No problem. Freedom Fighters. Thank you for the 2 Canadian bucks. Win W Video Joey. Thank you. 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 Google users in the building. Since Google users in the building today, everyone hurry up and go like the stream. Got to get out ahead of this. Everyone like the stream quickly. This is a weekly live stream. I would really appreciate if you guys like the stream. Really appreciate it. Go click the thumbs up button. It takes 1 damn second. It takes 1 damn second. Like the stream. Hurry up. Quick. You know what? I'm getting really sick and tired of you boys not liking the stream around here. Hold up. Wait a minute. Shout out to... I want to say this is MMA Joey gave me a character around here. Is he in chat? I don't remember if this... I think this might be him, but I don't remember. Either way, shout out to... Is that you? I'm waiting for you to see you in chat. Or do I just say your first name? I can't remember. It's getting real bummy around these parts. Anyway, thank you to the $5 from MMA Joey gave me a character in this community. He said, today's my birthday. Here's all I have left after spending the rest on big booty Latinas. Thank you for the $5. Happy birthday. MMA Joey gave me a character in this community. Appreciate you. Thank you for the $5 PayPal Dono. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If anybody ever wants to donate via PayPal, the link is in the description. I know a lot of people have been using it recently. But thank you very much. MMA Joey, give me a character. See, I remembered. See? Anyway, let me go back up. Appreciate you, man. Thank you again, Freedom Fighters, for the 2 Canadian. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media. All right, where was I at? Joe, your recent vid should clear everything up. You actually read the article by the reporter. His source was Ilia's fucking tweet. I don't know if he was saying he had a source. Usually what happens is people like to have a source and then confirm it with another source. You should have 2 sources before reporting something, from what I understand. And one of his sources was Ilia's tweet. That's the way I read it. It's a joke. It's a complete joke, man. And everyone else absolves themselves of any blame because they just say, oh, as reported by blank. That's how they absolve themselves. You know, they report shit. Everyone should stop ever regurgitating anything Chael Sonnen says. He's a fucking bomb, dude. What you put a video out earlier? Yeah, I dropped a video earlier. It's a banger. It's a straight up heater. So make sure you go check it out. You bum of a thing. Google user laughing in the chat. Joey, this tweet from the Spanish guy sound like WWE stuff. If JDM wins Islam versus JDM, and JDM loses Islam versus Ilia. Getting real bummy around here lately. This is not members only. You can type in chat. Islam Ilia for 317 feels more and more likely by the minute to me for some reason. Yeah, I guess so. But I don't know. When we start getting super unreliable tweets, it starts to make me think the opposite. It starts to make me think the opposite. I am holding out hope. I am praying to the MMA gods every night for Dricus Du Plessis, Khamzat Chimaev. That has not officially been confirmed yet. Dricus hasn't come out and confirmed it. Khamzat hasn't come out and confirmed it. I'm still holding out hope for Khamzat Chimaev title shot. Real bummy around these parts. Getting extra bummy around these parts. Hit the sub button. Thank you, Joe. What an embarrassment that everyone was acting like Ilia was 100% fighting for the title. Then you go read the article, post it, and it was source was Ilia's tweet. Dude. Landon, and what's crazy is, like, for your average MMA fan, do you really have the time to go source all that out? You're just reading tweets on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? But, like, all the MMA media is just running with the shit. It's just running with it like it's 100% true. And nobody's pointing this out. They're just reading tweets. They're simply reading tweets. It's a joke. Joey, what bike did you used to ride? Just bought myself a 54 CM Midnight Special. I feel like this is something. With drop bars, I'm hyped. I have it's a Diamondback. I don't remember the exact model. It's like a pretty nice mountain bike. Is what I have around here. I followed Cole Minero and had to unsub because of his constant Topuria, Alvarez, Perez D-riding. Yeah, a lot of those guys are super hyper-nationalistic, you know. The hyper-nationalism in the sport, whether it's American, Brazilian, whatever it may be, I'm not a big fan of in general. I know people say that's crazy. Any other Joaquin Buckley fans in chat? Joey needs a lineup, Justin. Why don't you stick to track in your 199 donos, bro? Joey, any tips to build up motivation to study for a test that needs like 3 months of intense reading? Just try to get into it. I don't know, man. To get the motivation, you're never going to really truly have full motivation. I would say just get to it, man. And think about it afterwards. Gonna look for a Kona mountain bike, but that's damn expensive hobby. Yeah, dude, some bikes are mad expensive. Pat Matthews, a.k.a. Poverty Pat. Thank you for the 99 cents. Appreciate you, Poverty Pat, with the Poverty Dono. Appreciate you. Appreciate you so much, Pat. You can't even send a message with that level of Poverty Dono. Justin, thank you for the $2. That is now $25.99 to total that I have donated here. Bro is tracking his donos. Are you going to write this off on your taxes next year? Huh? Justin getting extra bummy around here, man. Justin getting extra bummy around here. Thank you for the $2, Justin, and thank you for the 99 cents, Poverty Pat. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. It's a damn shame Armin's getting overlooked. It's pissing me off that all the fans are ignoring him and the media is ignoring him. Oh, well, Dana said so. No, we should put pressure on them. We should put pressure on them. We should. That's what we should do. It's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous that nobody's putting any pressure. Absolutely no pressure on Dana and the UFC. It should be Armin. We should all be talking about Armin. That's all we should be talking. It should be Armin Islam, Armin Islam, Armin Islam, Armin Islam, Armin Islam. Shout out to Bilal. He wants Khamzat. Shout out to Bilal. He wants Khamzat. Chase, thank you for the $9.99. Appreciate you, Chase. Thank you, Chase, for the $9.99 super chat. Really do appreciate it. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you again. I appreciate it greatly. Really means a lot. Shout out to Chase. Long-time member, long-time supporter, long-time subscriber. Appreciate it, man. I fantasize about Joey and I both riding a dolphin through a popular canal. Okay. All right. Like, do you want reactions out of these? Matthew Thompson, I don't know what you want from these. I know you enjoy yourself. Like, I know for sure you chuckle when I read that, and you're laughing to yourself right now. But, like, what are you truly getting out of that one? All the stripping Islam rumors is falsely spread to fuel things for Ilia. At this point, Islam should be... Dude, Ariel acting like it's reasonable to strip Islam. Like, why can't we just call him up and say, fight Ilia, otherwise you're losing the belt, you bitch? So, Joey, do you think Ilia's actually in training camp right now? I think Ilia's just training regardless because he knows he's going to fight soon. Working them streets, Poverty Pat is crazy. Joey, I want to donate my next paycheck to you, okay? All right. Tracking the donuts is crazy work. I know. Dude's tracking the donuts. Just get into it. Think about it. Afterwards is basically a technique in modern psychology called behavior activation. Joey B spitting wisdom. Yeah. Just grind through it. Just grind through it. Sometimes I have trouble when I want to go make a video. And so what I'll do is I'll just try to break it up. I'll do all the research. I'll get everything I need open, and I'll copy every link that I need into a Google document, and then I'll do it the next day or later in the day. Like last night I did research. But after I ended the stream, I stayed up for another 2 hours doing research for the video today. So when I had to do the video, all I had to do was open up most of the links that I had. Not all of them. I still had to find a couple more. And then record the video, so it wasn't as daunting of a task. I listen to dozens of hours of YouTube every week, and you're the only creator I've ever donated to. I really appreciate it. That means a lot, man. I always think to myself, like, I know there's some haters in the chat, like, man, you donating your money to another grown man. And I think to myself, and maybe this is self-glaze or self-aggrandizing or whatever you want to call it. Back in the day, I've talked about it so many times, how much I hated MMA media, how there was nobody saying what I needed to hear, or what should have been said, really, not just what I needed to hear, but what should have been said. Like, I just felt like there was a missing voice in the MMA community. And if any of you guys feel how I used to feel, if I was in your situation, this sounds so dumb. I would have loved to support someone back in the day who was actually saying what needed to be said. It seems like nobody, like everyone, it's just so annoying, man. I don't know if I can accurately describe it, but you know, if you've been around for long enough, you know what I mean. It's just so frustrating seeing all the bullshit and then nobody's even saying, like, wait a second here. This guy works for Ilia. This guy's not broken any other news, really. Is this really reliable? Ariel acting like it's normal to strip Islam, who's defended his belt 4 times and been the champion for 3 fucking years. Wait a second. That's not normal. And then nobody's saying it. So if you guys are as frustrated as I was at one point in time and still am with the MMA media, I know why you're willing to support. So even though that sounds like self-glaze right there. Thank you, Chase, for the $4.99. Shout out to Chase with another $4.99. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, Chase. Appreciate it. Stupid cover photo again. Cry me a river, you puss. Who wins, Joey, Khamzat or Belal? I would go Khamzat. Bilal's been wanting the Khamzat fight for many years, too. He was calling him out when everyone was hyping him up. Khamzat was unranked. Belal was like top 10 calling out Khamzat. And nobody else wanted it. Bro, he's literally the number 1 contender, but no one cares because Ilia has arrived. I know. Like the stream. Thank you, the one who vapes. If you guys could, like the stream. Ilia isn't entitled to a title shot, but I'd like to see Makhachev now rather than risk never seeing it at all. My thing is Ilia needs to get a win. If he loses to Charles, he loses to Armin, he couldn't beat Islam anyway. That's my take on it. That is my take on it. Belal versus Khamzat is going to be a banger if it happens. Khamzat clearly wins and will be a huge favorite, just saying. I would love for Belal to beat JDM and call for second title because the MMA community would shit on him. And it'd be hilarious because it would expose their hypocrisy. How competitive would a fight between Belal and Khamzat? At middleweight, I don't know. That's a virtually unknown. At welterweight, I think Belal could get it done. At middleweight, I don't know. Ariel shouldn't be putting weight behind rumors. He says, I feel. You notice that? You know how I pointed that out? I feel, and I know some of us just speak that way sometimes, but stripping Islam for literally no reason is insane work. Agreed. Shout out to the one who vapes, made man around these parts. That's true. Like, Islam saved the card last time he was on, and they want to strip him because he didn't want to fight a featherweight who's not a proven lightweight. Yeah, because I know. Even if he wins, he gets no credit. I know. I've been saying that for weeks now. Joey, Ariel's dumbass is acting like Ilia can get stripped, so Makhachev, when they both aren't even in the same realm of accomplishments in their divisions, Makhachev is literally the go-to lightweight. I know. I respect your hard work. Can't wait for you to get to 50K. I'm hyped to get to 50K. I'm hyped to get to 40K. Thank you, Chase, for the $1.99. You deserve every dime you get. Thank you, Alex, for the $2. I'm addicted to blank, blank. You thought you were going to get me with that? You thought you were going to... You at least donate 100. Maybe I just say it. I mean, what do I care? You're going to clip it out? Oh, no. Oh, no. You almost got me with that one. Like, dude, I already saw that a mile away. Like, my eyes didn't even need to read that whole thing, and I already knew what you were trying to... Like, dude, you don't know me like that. You don't know me like that, buddy. I get it. You're addicted to that. You watch that type of stuff. Good on you, whatever. Thank you for the $2, you bum. This channel and Kenny MMA gives good insight. Thank you. Joe, you ain't special, bro. All right, man. Remember that, Matthew. You get a little bit too trolly, and I block you for 1 hour. We're gonna see how you feel then. Ariel in the Backyard Boys are the lamest MMA content. I don't know how people consume it. It's the Backdoor Boys, not the Backyard Boys. It's the Backdoor Boys. That's their new nickname, the Backyard, the Backdoor, whatever the hell they are. So Islam has to fight someone who won't get credit for beating. WWE already seeing people say he was just a featherweight. We're already seeing people say he was just a featherweight. Oh, I know. He won't get any credit. He won't get any credit around here in this community. Any idea on the numbers of Makhachev Topuria fight? Is UFC trying to get these guys on the cheap? Could believe it. I could believe it. I could see that happening. And Islam and Topuria are very smart. Topuria, before he was champion, he fought out his deal, and he was the highest paid UFC fighter, non-champion. Is what I heard. Any idea? Already read that. Duck in the F at Aspinall. We'll see. Alex loves Transformers. Okay. Alex is a good man. Alex is Matthew Thompson, right? Probably. Joey, now you believe me that you make the most donos out of all these MMA YouTubers? I don't know if that's true. It might be. I don't know. You watch everyone? Some nights we have big nights. Some nights it gets a little bummy around here, but that's all right. But I don't know if I believe you on that. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what anyone else is getting. I'm sure there's much bigger creators getting some good money. Nivek, you're a bum. I'll match your dono ×2. Damn, Nivek. Don't let me down on that one. Google user has always kept his word, bro. He said he'll match you ×2. Don't let me down, Nivek. Don't let me down, brother. I love how now no MMA YouTuber could support John Jones. It's literally impossible to support him. I mean, it depends what you mean by support him. UFC is getting real bummy. I know. UFC is always going to be cheap. Yep. UFC is very, very cheap. UFC is always cheap. Dana's always just trying to skimp his fighters. That's what's going on around here. Damn. A lot of people are hyping up Carlos Prates now, I see. Which is wild. Which is wild. All right, where are we at? I have no doubt Ilia was paid more than Khamzat. Wouldn't shock me. Hey, Joey, did you get a chance to see my comment on your prediction video? I don't know. What was it? Remind me and maybe I'll remember. Remind me and maybe I'll refresh my memory. Like, I find myself repeating this statement, but this is insane. How is this reasonable? I'm pretty sure you're talking about Islam getting stripped. Unreasonable. Dude's at... Where's Nivek at, bro? Nivek's really let me down. Have you seen the news about the YouTuber that is in the Philippines in jail because he tried to take a hat from a cop and done a bunch of other things? It was really stupid. I have not seen that. I have not seen that at all. Joe, where does Tony Ferguson fit in all this? Hopefully nowhere. Hey, Joey, already read that. Getting real quiet. Nivek's getting real tired. Hopefully he's making some transfers real quick. He can't let me down on an offer like that. He can't let me down on an offer like that, bro. I said Chandler and Ian Garry are almost the same fighter. But I explained it thoroughly. I'll have to check it out. What do you mean they're the same fighter? Gary's literally has one loss on his record. And Garry, I mean, that doesn't even make sense. I don't know how you explain that one away. Gary's not waiting on anyone. Novak really going to go out like that? Joey, how do you feel about Islam ducking Gaethje for featherweight? For a featherweight? He knows we hit like a truck, yeah. I'm getting real tired of Islam ducking Justin Gaethje. Do you think UFC would ever do Conor Chandler in a stadium? Let me ask you guys this. If you were the UFC, would you trust Conor to headline an event? If you were the UFC, would you trust Conor to headline an event? Because I damn sure wouldn't. So, Ian Garry has one loss, but that was a big loss. Loss every round. No, he didn't, you bum. Joey, funny how when it was Protez was shitting on Garry for not main eventing until now. While he's about to have 2 main events, and Garry clapped back and said, you main evented the Apex. That is funny. Dude main evented the Apex against Neil Magny and is bragging about it. Now, Super Chat not working. I'm going to download PayPal. We'll see about that. Buddy. Oh, Navek with the $20 bomb. He said, your turn, you little bitch. Can real bump me around here. Shout out to Navek for the $20 donation. He didn't let me down. To be honest, Navek, I thought you were going to let me down there, dude. Somebody said I'll double it, whatever Navek posted. You got to do it, bro. You got to do it. So I appreciate you putting an effort forward. I appreciate you. Thank you for the $20 donation, Navek. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for the $20. Wolf tickets. Apparently he wasn't lying, bro. Google user. No, he's a mess. Exactly. Yeah, if there was cocaine afterwards, agreed. Damn, Google user didn't double it. He doubled it plus an extra 10 on top of it. Shout out to Google user for the $49.99. He said, still a bum of a ting. Hey, man, at least he did it. I got to turn my phone notifications off. I keep getting shit over there, and it makes me look at it. Shout out to Google user for the $49.99. Now we just need to get 120 likes. And Google users dropping a $100 bomb. So hurry up and like the stream. Damn, nice Google. Any chance Protez gasses out after smoking all those cigarettes? You know what's funny? The cigarette narrative is all fun and games until he does gas out. Garry, we know, has 5-round cardio. Can go a hard 5 rounds. You're taking Garry via decision. I like that. Respect to Navek and user for stepping up. Yeah, respect to Navek and Google user for stepping up, man. Such a generic name, too, Google user, with his mountain bike in his picture. Shout out to Google user. I'm sure, if I had to guess, Google user is probably like, he probably lives on a farm, probably has some chickens, and when he logged into the internet, made his YouTube account, he said, look, I'm not giving out any personal information. I'll go with Google user. So, I can see that. I can see that from Google user. Any chances Protez? Yeah, he's going to gas out one of these days, and everyone's going to be laughing about the cigarette smoking. Garry by KO, big things coming. I hope he does KO him. Protez, I think, is going to win. We haven't seen how good he is. Yeah, he hasn't fought anyone good yet. He has not fought anybody good yet. If Protez doesn't get Gary's respect in the cage, it's going to be a bad night for him. I think Gary's going to take him down with ease. We'll see. I could see Protez having like a good first round. But Protez is cocky too, man. And he's like cocky the way he strikes. And I think it could cost him. That's exactly my story. Lawyer living with my chickens. Shout out Google user out there living with his chickens. Hatching some eggs in this community. Where are you from, Google user? You can be as specific or as not specific as you want. Or you can just... I don't know if you're in the Discord. You can tell me in there. I'm just curious. I do chicken law. Thank you, Realist EDM. Shout out to Realist EDM around here. He gave a $111 dono the other night. I think it was that Easter night? No, that was the day after Easter. That was Monday, I believe. Dude said I'm dropping a $111 bomb around here in this community. Appreciate you. Boston, Mass. Awesome, bro. He's from Iowa. Okay. KO of the night, poor Ian Garry. You know, if Garry gets KO'd, my stream is going to like all of a sudden be inundated with Garry haters. Joe, did you see Tyron Woodley's heartfelt thoughts on the UFC pitting him against Robbie Lawler? I did not see that. I don't listen to anything Woodley says. Don't pay attention to anything Woodley says. I think he's a bum. Is Garry really good or Shavkat just bad? Forget about the Shavkat performance. I saw all I need to see from Garry from the... People keep saying I'm elevating Garry off a loss. I mean, seriously, do I have to keep explaining it? Can someone in chat please explain that I have not elevated Garry off a loss to Shavkat? I already thought he was that good. He just proved it in that fight to other people because he didn't get destroyed like a lot of people acted like he was going to. In my opinion, they both almost the same fighter for taking tough fights. To say they only lost to the boogeyman there in divisions. Chandler had close fights with Charles, Gaethje, same as Garry versus Shavkat. Dude, that's a horrible comparison. Chandler's getting gifted top-ranked guys. Gary's fighting the toughest guys that are behind him by like 8 rankings. MVP, super tough matchup. Behind him in the rankings. Jeff Neal, super tough matchup. Now Carlos Prates, super tough matchup. And only one of those guys were in front of him in the rankings, and that was Shavkat. So Garry like is the ultimate alpha. He's taking the toughest matchups of guys who are ranked behind him. Buckley is an easier matchup for Garry than Carlos Prates. So I'll die on that hill. I don't think they're even remotely the same. I think it's an embarrassment you would even call Chandler and Garry remotely the same. Also, Garry wins on occasion. Okay? On just occasion. Or Chandler doesn't. Wasn't that Garry on short notice for a Shavkat? Nobody needs to elevate anything. Exactly. I think you are elevating Garry off a loss, but it's reasonable since no one made Shavkat look so meh. I'm not elevating him off a loss. I already thought he was that good. That's why I picked him to win. I would pick him to beat Shavkat in a rematch. I'd pick him to beat JDM. I'd pick him to beat Buckley. I think he easily beats Buckley. I think the biggest crime was him not... He should have stayed in and fought Buckley. They should have made Colby fight Garry. And they should have let Buckley fight Shavkat. But they wanted Gary's name. Buckley is an easier fight than Prates, maybe, but I feel like Buckley has better wrestling than Prates. Buckley's not getting anyone down who's decent. He got taken down by Colby. Garry would smoke Buckley. I'm very, very confident in that. Alex, thank you for the $2. I drink, I watch, I watch. Thank you for drinking and watching and watching. Thank you. Garry on a full camp beats Shavkat. Facts. Facts. Can't elevate fighters off bad losses. You can't elevate anyone off a loss, in my opinion. Garry will lose to Prates and fight the Ferguson of welterweight. Burns, 100%. It'll happen. Disagree. I heavily disagree with the Buckley take. Well, you can heavily disagree somewhere else, buddy. Because I'm telling you right now, Buckley would get smoked. I think Buckley gets put out cold by Garry. I think Gary's literally a nightmare matchup for Buckley. Can't take him down. Can't hit him. He's going to get countered at will. I know Garry smoked Buckley and Prates out my money where my mouth is and bet Garry hard, but Buckley is better than Prates. I just think Buckley's an easier matchup than Garry. I think Buckley could beat Prates, but he'd probably get chinned. I've never elevated Garry off a loss to Shavkat. I don't understand how you're that brain dead. Go look at my prediction. I said Gary's a future champ and he beat Shavkat easily. Okay? And I picked Garry to win. So how would me... I literally have regressed on my opinion in Garry after the Shavkat fight. Joey, did you hear about DJ's new prospect death sentence? No, I have not. DJ's. You talking about Demetrius? I don't care about anything Demetrius says or does. Garry said he'd fight Islam before Shavkat when he beats Bilal. Garry will fight anybody. And that's the God honest truth around here. He'll fight. He's the real champ. He's the uncrowned champ right now. Bilal's still the champ, but Gary's the uncrowned. That's the truth. That's the truth. Yeah. Gary's king at 170. He's not king. Watch his highlights. Mighty Mouse is training a joke fighter named Death Sentence. He's street beefs. I don't give a fuck about Demetrius. I think Demetrius has had the biggest fall off post MMA. Dude's a clown now. I feel like he just sucks on anyone's dick. And he's just like, he's one of these like fake influencer types now. And like, I feel like he sucks his own cock publicly too much. I only take Shavkat or Bilal over Garry. Agreed. Agreed. Who else beats him? Yeah, DJ will suck off anyone, that's for sure. And every time, dude, I feel like he talks about himself being GOAT too much. Like, cry me a river, bro. How is saying Garry beats Prates glazing? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. He gets those rights. Joe, why do you think Bilal would have a better chance against Khamzat at 170? Khamzat would have strength and size advantage regardless because he has to cut the weight. Khamzat having to cut the weight is the reason I think Bilal would have a better chance at 170, I believe. That's just my opinion, all right? How do you think Islam does against the top 5 at welterweight? I think he beats everybody. The Shavkat fight would be interesting. The Garry fight would be interesting. The Bilal fight would be interesting. But other than that, I mean, even those, I think he wins, man. I think Islam wins. Who's going to beat him? You think Brady's going to beat him? Islam's a way better striker. Islam Brady's an interesting matchup, though. Shavkat gets tooled by Islam and Bilal. I know I'm picking Bilal over Shavkat. Unless Bilal starts to look old and chinny. Yeah, Islam outgrapples everyone at 170. You know what's crazy, dude? Once Garry beats Prates, everyone's going to act like it wasn't even a good win, which sucks for Garry. Brady is huge. Yeah, I have to see how Islam puts on weight. Doesn't come in looking like a chunky dude. But we'd have to see. I would pick Islam over Brady all day. People were like hyping up Brady now because he beat Leon, who has the mental capacity of a 3-year-old. Don't let him bully you, son. Don't let him bully you, son. You got to pull this out of the fire, Leon. JDM is the real deal. Keep that energy after Bilal dominates him. Alex Pereira is chunky when he puts on weight. Islam beats almost everyone at welterweight, featherweight, and lightweight. Can't believe Prates was proud to be in an Apex main event against Neil Magny. Prates, I think, letting that nerd, what are they called? The fighting nerds. He's letting a little bit of that hype get to his head. No homo, but Islam back would look crazy at 170. Okay. I've been screaming that for betting dudes. Garry plus Bilal to win is the play. Almost 3-1 on your money. Damn, that's wild. I'm more confident in Bilal than I am Garry over Prates. I won't over-exaggerate if Garry wins because I know Prates isn't great. People say it won't end in a great win, so it's a lose-lose for Garry. If he loses, man, Garry sucks. It was never good. If he wins, he beat nobody. Just like what they did with MVP. Who remembers, can someone in chat quickly, in like 2 sentences, condense Ian Machado Garry versus MVP? Not the fight itself, but the narratives, before and after. Anybody? Any takers? Landon? Somebody? Bilal might have a better chance against Khamzat because Bilal has better grappling than Garry, so maybe he could last longer and possibly tire him out. Yeah, maybe. I would still pick Khamzat against everybody. Shout out Camille. Prates kind of was being cocky too. Bro was acting like he did Garry a favor by choosing him when he had 7 spots below him and ranked higher than his original opponent. Dude, Jeff Neal might have fraud checked Prates. Yo, is this live? Yes. Don't care, not interested in Garry MVP. Beforehand, everyone was saying MVP's going to win, MVP's going to win. Then afterwards, they're like, oh, MVP sucks. Do you really think Ian really believes he deserves a title shot after a win over Prates? I don't think he said that. But with all the fights he's taken, As many holes as he's digged the UFC out, as he's fought the toughest guys, I think he's close. I think he's one more win after Prates. Like, you shouldn't have to fight the toughest up-and-comers and get no respect for doing it. You know? Like, if Whitaker would have beat Khamzat, he would have got a lot of hype. If O'Malley would have beat Piotr Jan, he would have got a lot of hype, and he did anyway, even though he got a robbery win. So, like, fighting these very tough up-and-comers who are way behind you in the rankings and beating them should get you a lot. Hopefully Garry doesn't have another fight. Dude, Garry needs a top guy, like an Usman or a Buckley. He needs a top 5. It's getting ridiculous, man. It's almost detrimental to his career. I love Bilal, but he needs to stop calling it Khamzat. I love it, man. I love it. Everyone thinks Khamzat's the boogeyman. That's what Bilal wants. That's what Bilal wants. Garry should fight up in the ranks. I know. It's funny. You notice how Colby wouldn't dare even utter the words of Ian Machado Garry anymore, right? Before he used to say, why do I want to fight back in the rankings? Now what does he have to say? But I do feel like the UFC is going to feed Gene Silva to Mavsar. I don't think so. I don't think they want to have Gene Silva lose. Even Garry was calling out Khamzat. You know why Garry and Bilal call out Khamzat? The same reason I like both of those guys. Because they are alpha males, all right? They're true alpha males. They're like, who's got the most hype? Who is everyone acting like is the most dangerous? Give me that guy, because I will whoop his ass. That's why. They're like, oh, Khamzat's got the most hype. Everyone's scared of Khamzat. I'll beat the fuck out you, bro. I saw some other videos saying Islam is going to go up to welterweight, so he must vacate. I don't believe that's going to happen. It could happen. I don't believe it's going to happen. I did an entire video earlier about it, Andreas. Shout out to Andreas for the $100 Dono last night, by the way. But take it with a grain of salt. It's unreliable reports. It's unreliable reports. So take it for what you will. Take it for what you will, but I'm just telling you my opinion on it. I broke it down in like a 25. How long was that video? 24 minutes and 57-second video I did earlier. You see Sean Brady's post about Ian Garry? No. I respect JDM. He was calling out Shavkat for like 2 years and then never followed him. But yeah, if he's calling out Shavkat, I respect it. That fight was supposed to happen last August. Colby's a real journeyman. Colby's a bum, man. Colby was overrated in his prime. Usman Nurmagomedov, eyeing Islam's move to welterweight. Okay. How did Khamzat look way bigger than Rob? Khamzat's just a beast, man. Dana's desperately looking for the star. He needs to try to keep suspense up, Silva up. Cannot let him lose right now. Yeah, that's why I don't think they would feed him to Mavsar. I don't think they'd feed him to Mavsar because I think Mavsar probably beats him. Garry and Bilal are fucking alpha, but most importantly, smart. Khamzat brings in the big bucks, and the best of the best ground game, of course, should and want to test yourself against him. Yeah, and imagine you beat him. Imagine you're the guy to beat Khamzat. I would want to take Khamzat's L. Sean Brady went on Ian, won the title shot of a loss, and 0 top 5 wins. Brady can catch those hands, though. Ian would sleep him. I think Ian beat Sean Brady. But I kind of get it. I think Leroy Murphy could beat Silva. Me too. Me too. Silva getting a lot of hype. He hasn't beaten anyone of note yet. Hasn't beaten anyone of note yet. I think they might give Gene Silva Aljamain Sterling next. And pray he does away. And pray he does away with Aljo. I'd rather take Khamzat's L. A healthy Khamzat is the deadliest fighter pound for pound. Debate over. Agreed. Anyone who beats Khamzat, not going to happen. Just saying, but it happens. You are immortal afterwards. Dude, that'd be a crazy win. Imagine being the guy to take Khamzat's L. To slay the dragon. I think Aljo beats John. It's very possible. But Aljo gets starched on the feet if Gene Silva can keep it standing. Prates will learn really quickly that he's fighting elite top 4 welterweight and not the level of Neil Magny. Dude, Neil Magny was getting in close. He was getting in good position on those takedowns. If Aljo doesn't get smacked, he'll submit him. I could see it going either way, which I love that fight. Aljo could fraud check him, as the people are saying nowadays. 5-rounder Usman beats Khamzat. Disagree. Just watch your video. Perfect reply to Ariel. It wasn't a reply to Ariel, but it was just... I more or less use these people as a conduit to the MMA community. Shit's really annoying, man. Just saying the dumbest shit. Just straight up saying the dumbest shit. Joey Zabit, the biggest what if in MMA history. I'll say Habib is. I would have loved to seen him stick around for another couple years. Prime Colby, Islam 170. Who wins? Islam, easy work. Easy work. All Aljo did was wrestle Mavsar. Why didn't he do that versus O'Malley? Guess he never had the chance to. Guess he never had the chance to. Unfortunately. Anyway. Anywho. I can see Silva KOing Aljo or Aljo being a backpack and submitting and frustrating Silva. Silva looks like he has nasty takedown defense, but we haven't seen it tested against the likes of Aljo, like somebody like Aljo's level. I would love if Ian made Protez quit. Kevin Holland has biggest what if. Shut up. If he actually tried. Now I was reading something. Man, 2 nights ago, I was dead tired. Two nights ago, I was dead tired. It was insanity. Who is Holland fighting? Doesn't Holland have a fight coming up? Didn't Holland already get a fight, or am I mistaken? O'Malley's chilled because he's high. Call me crazy, but I actually think O'Malley has a chance to beat Merab in the second fight. What if Strickland's dad didn't... Okay. Dude said, what if Strickland's dad didn't fuck him? I don't know. What if? I pray Holland wins and gets an undeserved title shot and flukes just to piss Joey off. I heard that Izzy's calling out Strickland, and I just don't care. I think that is the fight to make. He's fighting Luque. Please, Luque. Please, dead body of Luque. Trey, if Chandler fought low competition like Garry first, he'd smoke him like he did Hooker. No, he wouldn't. 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 He fluked a win over Hooker. He fluked a win over Hooker, and I'll tell you right now, Jeff Neal's better than Hooker. MVP's better than Hooker. Joe, did you ever hear when 50 Cent wanted to pick with Jones, and Jones was kind of uncomfortable, so he called over Chael to be in the pick as well? 50 got pissed afterwards, thinking Chael. Damn, this is ridiculous. Thinking Chael was a random. Who told that story? Probably Chael. I don't even believe it. Call me crazy. I think Izzy would actually TKO or KO Sean. Yeah, I think Izzy beats him in a rematch. He was drunk and injured in the first fight. Remember 50 was getting the strap for Bellator? Vaguely. I vaguely remember him being involved in Bellator. I don't like using the term fluke in MMA, but Chandler KO and Dan Hooker doesn't happen 9 times out of 10. Bilal interview coming. I wish the Bilal interview was coming. We'll see. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I could do. I would love to get Bilal on the channel. Hooker got torched by a young 155 Yair. Dude, I remember when Hooker got the shit beat out of him by Edson Barboza. Looking at a high res of Garry right now, and that scratch cut looks kind of gnarly. Where's the cut at? Hooker slept Burns. I'm shocked DDP doesn't drop or TKO Sean. Sean, I don't think is scary for top fighters. Dude, Sean ran the entire fight, and then Dana hyped him up afterwards. Imagine if that was like a Mavsar or something. It's just crazy to me that Dana didn't criticize Strickland at all. He literally praised Strickland in the post-fight more than he praised DDP. Bro, I just felt my gut hurting watching Edson maul Hooker like that, and it was insane. It really was insane. Oliveira fluked Chandler twice. Chandler wins 18 straight times against him. That's true. That is true. Well, wasn't a barn burner. Dude, he hyped up Strickland for doing nothing. So, man, he fought with a broken nose. He got his nose broke midway through the 4th round after he did nothing. It's getting real bummy around these parts. It's always bummy around these parts, boys. Don't you know it's always getting bummy around here? Dan has taken so much damage, it's insane. Dude, Chandler beat him. Dan Hooker didn't even have any tattoos yet. It's getting bummy already. I know 50 minutes in, bummy as hell around here. Getting bummy. Getting hella bummy right now. We're the Dono Wars are getting ready to kick off, man. Don't you know the Dono Wars getting ready to kick off any minute now? We scheduled the Dono War for about 52 minutes into the stream is when we start the Dono War. That's what we planned, okay? That's what's in the cards. Yeah, Strickland fights were such barn burners, right? Strickland's never been in a great fight ever. He's a scrub, man. I just can't believe he got an undeserved title shot against DDP and refused to fight. Under his right eye, zoomed it. Looks like a hole that resembles Staff, not HL title. I'll have to check it out. I hope not. My dream fight is Khamzat Sean Strickland. Oh, I love that matchup. Strickland will get absolutely wrecked. Will get absolutely wrecked. Nothing like the Easter Dono War of 25. I was saying the other day, I think we might have to do an inaugural Easter stream every year now. Like it's going to be like an Easter holiday of the channel. You know what I mean? Like every Easter I do a stream like that night. And we just make it a channel holiday. We'll talk about it before the stream next year. We'll see if we want to do it or not. I'm kind of shocked after all that damage Chuck took in his career. He still seems to be fine, forming proper sentences and not really showing any signs of CT. I haven't listened to him recently. It wouldn't shock me if he is showing signs and you just haven't seen it enough. Those were the days. Yeah, those Easter Dono Wars were the days, man. It's crazy that Khamzat should have been champ 2 years ago. There was an Easter Dono War. You were here for it, bro. You were here for it. I'm pretty sure you donated 200 and some. Are we worried about Gary's cuts on his face? I don't know. I'm about to check it out. But now I ain't worried about it. Who would you say is taking more damage, Wanderlei or Chuck? I don't really know because they were kind of tail end of their careers. I'll say Chuck. He got knocked out a bunch towards the end there. He slurs his words. That's horrible. That's really horrible. And here we are talking about him on an MMA stream. You're messing around. You're messing around. Looking forward to the Mother's Day Dono War. We're looking forward to the Mother's Day Dono War. We're looking forward to it. Dope stream. It was an insane stream. We went 4.5 hours. 4.5 hours in this community. Was a dope stream. DDP injured or no? We don't know. We don't know the severity of the injury. I'm still holding out hope for Chimaev DDP for UFC 317. Covington versus Patty, just to see Covington get whooped. Covington would get whooped by Patty. Strickland versus Khamzat would be identical to Strickland versus Abus. No, it wouldn't. Would not. Khamzat would literally dominate Strickland. Would dominate him. I mean, it would be a brutal domination. Strickland versus Khamzat would be. I already read that. Shower stream was dope too. Many of them, brother. Where's the actual medical proof of DDP's injury? I mean, we all saw Bilal and Khamzat's. We don't know for sure that DDP is ruled out of 317. That is just vaguely reported, which I covered first. I was the first person to cover that. Bilal said he wouldn't be too much for Khamzat in the later rounds. Maybe, but I don't know. Think Khamzat can beat everyone at 205 besides Big Ank? Yes. Probably. I think he would dominate. I think he would dominate Alex Pereira badly. What if Ilia is on 318 instead of 317? Wouldn't mind that. Khamzat wouldn't go for a sub in the first 4 rounds just to fuck Strickland up. One-stop shop every round. Imagine if he intentionally didn't finish him. Like he's ground and pound him, the ref's about to stop it, he jumps off. I could see Khamzat subbing Bilal. Khamzat's that good. But I don't know. Bilal would give him a tough fight. Where is Strickland ranked at middleweight? Top 5, which is an embarrassment to the middleweight division. Colby wants to fight Nick Diaz. If you don't think Topuria isn't worthy of a title shot and you're advocating for Gaethje to get a title shot, you're an absolute clown. No one's advocating for Gaethje to get a title shot. Armin's the deserving contender. Has Alex accepted a fight yet? Nope, not yet, Tony Two-Tone. Should we let Nick grow out like Shara? Okay. He's hitting him with the bow knuckle ground and pound. Khamzat's too small for 205. He looks small compared to Alex or Johnny Walker. Even Alexander Gustafsson, those guys are lean. Khamzat would maul Alex Pereira, though. Would absolutely maul Alex Pereira. It would be bad. I heard on another video DDP fractured his shin. I covered it in my most recent video. It's bullshit. It's bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Unreliable, unreliable, unreliable. Watch my recent video if you don't believe me. I prove it in that video. Bilal would get tooled on the ground. Just being honest, I love Bilal. Boers is another level. Never been taken down and has taken down anyone he wants. Okay? So, Joey, I think what Izzy's doing, he's calling Sean for the rematch, but also knows he's top 5. Izzy beats him. He knows he'll be in a position to try and get a title shot soon and retire. Maybe. Imagine if he gets a win and he fights Khamzat. That'd be crazy. The Shama era is over. That's true. The Shama era is over. I'm tired of hearing that corny line. Shama. 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 If it is BS who started the rumor, Kyle Barajo started the shin rumor. Go watch my most recent video. I break it all down in that video. It's very easy to explain. Do you think maybe DDP's trying to stall the fight with Khamzat? I don't know. I doubt it. I don't think DDP's cut from that cloth. Joe, I'm telling you, Izzy's slick. He's intentionally calling for Sean, knowing that would get him close to a title shot, and he walks off into the sunset. Yeah, but that's a big if. What if he was wrong this entire time? Who? Oh, my. You know what, guys? I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to do something real quick. 8 minutes to 8:40. 8 minutes to 8:40. 8 minutes to 8:40. 8 minutes to 8:40. Let me go to studio right quick. Let me go here. Let me go here. Let me go here. Let me go here. I'm gonna play this for you. This is the entire initial rumor of the DDP shin rumor, okay? That everyone's running with. Let's listen real quick. Ready, boys? This is the entirety of the rumor.
Being injured. First of all, where did you learn about DDP being injured? Was it just off the internet like the rest of us, or were you hearing something in the back end? How did you learn about DDP potentially being injured?
So, ready? Listen to this. You guys tell me, is this a reliable source that everyone's reporting?
I think two people a little bit, I don't know if close to him or to his team or in his town. I don't know.
So, two people who supposedly are close to him, maybe, but he doesn't know. Supposedly close to him.
Two people messaged me, said, "Oh, did you see that the DDP got injured? He broke his leg in half." And
did you see that he broke his leg in half? Did you see that?
What?
I was like,
broke his leg?
Yeah, people are saying that. I think it's some shin problem. He was kicking somewhere and broke his shin. I don't know, actually.
People are saying that.
Actually, I'm not sure about it. I just heard about it. People said there's actually articles about it. I said to them to send me, and actually they both said like, oh, I think they erased the article because they're not confirming this yet. I think they.
So you guys tell me. I'm gonna play the last 10 seconds of that. I played this in my recent video. You tell me. You tell me. Is this confirmed DDP has a shin injury or not? Yeah, this is real reliable, right?
Said there is actually articles about it. I said to them to send me, and actually they both said like, oh, I think they erased the article because they're not confirming this yet. I think they don't want this to come out and stuff like that.
So there's no articles, no inside source, not confirmed, completely made up. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. That's what he just said there was almost entirely worthless. I just don't get it, man. You guys are running with that? You guys are running with that? I think I heard from, I don't know, maybe 2 people who messaged me and say, did you see that DDP maybe injured his leg kicking, and there's articles, but there's no articles, and there's articles this. I mean, it's just, I mean, does that give you, I mean, there's not a hint of truth to that, potentially. It's just a whole lot of nothing. There was a whole lot of nothingness. A whole lot of rumor mill, as some would say. Joey, it's so satisfying seeing the people who would come back to say Alex beat Ank. Where the fuck are they? I know. Where are they at? Poatan is definitely the most overrated champion industry plant into success, and Big Ank humbled his ass. I know, and he ducked Big Ank for years. Literally ducked him. Thoughts on Sean Strickland absolutely brutally finishing Nick? Never. Don't even know who that is. You're trying to get me to say something, dude? You're a bum. What's up, Fries? What is going on, Fries? Fries barely shows up to chat anymore. Dude's a member. Dude's a mod. He's about to cancel his membership. He barely shows up to chat. He thinks he's better than all of us. He barely shows up, man. It's getting really dips and dashes left and right. Kai was wrong, although it hasn't been made official. He would look dumb because some people flew off of this. This guy's just shooting off at the mouth, in my opinion. He probably just heard it online from some random people and then regurgitated it. It's so annoying. His uncle's cousin neighbor said he might have possibly broken his leg clean in half. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Facts, I need a refund. Getting scammed out of $6. Getting scammed out of $6, brother. You know damn well they're running with that. I mean, and look, when you listen to that clip, right? Can you believe anyone is even running with that? When you listen to that clip. He's talking about that kid that Sean beat recently. Don't know who he's talking about. Oh, the influencer. Just rewatch Hooker Barboza. That was brutal. Had you never seen that before? Had you never seen that before? It was a brutal. Nivek is back. I need DDP to tweet out a pic of his own broken legs ASAP. Yeah, and Khamzat's recent reaction online may have just been because he heard the online rumors. Alex, no one wants to see Ilia versus P-Head. Barboza held back at the end too. I don't even remember the finish. Here's a question that's not about 317. Who gets the UFC media contract, Netflix or Prime? I think it'll be a mix of everyone. I don't think it'll be one website, which will be annoying for the fans. Khamzat versus DDP prediction confidence level. Khamzat 95% confidence. Potential there's no truth, but when it comes out to be true, then they really walk back trashing him. Dude really said he saw articles about it. Feel like fighters know better than random dudes. It's not even possible for him to be right. Did you hear what he said? It was a whole lot of nothingness. And then people misconstrued it into something it wasn't. Allegedly, he said, oh, I heard from an unreliable source. From an unreliable source of an unreliable source. So somebody told me about... Essentially, he said somebody who I don't know and never met messaged me and told me about an unreliable source that they could not produce that he broke his leg. Fighters literally don't know shit. They read the same shit on Twitter like the rest of the fan base. I know. Nivek, you go back and get more money yet? Nivek, where you at, bro? Google user said he's ready to go again. ×2. Khamzat versus... Already read that. We will start seeing those. He were never good. Post about protests after Garry Styles on him. Facts. Joey, what's your dream UFC 317 main event? Khamzat Chimaev versus Dricus Du Plessis. Fighters know more than you know. Did you listen to what he said? Are you genuinely that stupid? Did you listen to what he said? Did you listen to what he said? I don't know. He said he saw articles and then they were taking down Class C DDP is hurt. Otherwise, the fight would have been announced. And why are they scrambling for a new main event? That's clearly true. Camille, are you trolling right now? Are you trolling right now, Camille? You have to be trolling. You got to be trolling me right now. Joey, how's the bum level tonight? It's been really bummy around here lately, man. Everyone's waiting for their Friday paychecks, man. It's getting real bummy around here. I don't think he's got to be trolling me, right? Camille's got to be trolling, right? There's no way he listened to that and he's being serious. And I'm going out on a limb. I'm going out on a limb right here, right now. Khamzat Chimaev is finally getting his rightfully earned title shot against Dricus Du Plessis at UFC 317. That's what I'm saying. All right? That's what I'm saying. I'm praying to the MMA gods. I'm going to manifest it, okay? He said he break his leg in half for crying out loud. I mean, come on. I know. So 2 sources that doesn't know told him or his agent something about his leg. Meanwhile, he's in Brazil, Dricus in South Africa. They better announce this shit soon. They will. Joey's more reliable. Yeah. No, brother. We can talk about UFC scrambling for a new main event because DDP is hurt and then say Kaio saying bogus shit. Dude wouldn't be asking to fight Boers without getting some knowledge. Dude, these fighters don't know anything. The majority of these fighters don't know anything. I mean, that's crazy. Kaio does not know anything. I don't know how you listened to the clip I just showed and thought he knew anything. I know more. I'm more in the know than Kaio was. And after what he just said is crazy. I mean, it's just insane, Camille. We're going to have to disagree on that one, dude. If you listened to what Kaio just said and thought it was reliable, when DDP Khamzat gets announced, I expect you to become a made man around here for these messages. When DDP Khamzat gets announced, I expect you to become a made man around here, okay? I expect you to be becoming a made man. DDP is now in a wheelchair according to reliable sources. Yeah. He's using a mobility scooter now because he broke his leg in half. Joey, are you ignoring me? Don't want to reply to me? No. You probably answered this in the past, Joey, but what was your profession before YouTube? You don't have to answer if it's too personal. Ask me on a member stream one of these days, and I'll tell you. Ask me on a member stream. He said the UFC has requested the fight against Boers when, with the UFC is looking to the extent of the injury. I mean, I played with you what he said. He's not getting the Boers fight because DDP versus Boers is happening. And until I hear otherwise, I just can't believe you think Kaio is reliable after what he just said. All he is reading stuff online and regurgitating it. That's massive hearsay. I mean, if you... I can't even discuss it anymore, Camille. I really can't. I really can't discuss it anymore. After what I just heard from Kaio, he's super unreliable. DDP fell from the SUV while on a lion safari. He's trying to bamboozle his way into a title shot. So, dude, go back and watch the video I made, Camille. Kevin clearly said that it was not 100% confirmed. I can't even talk about this anymore. I'm checked out of the sport, even though I know Kaio is full of shit. Whole time it's just a broken pinky toe. Kaio's sources is Colby. Listen, I'll say this right now. I will bet my life. I will bet my fucking life right now that Dricus Du Plessis does not have a broken fucking leg. I mean, who wants to take up a bet? Who wants it? Let's have a bet. Dricus has a broken leg bet. Okay? Dricus has a broken leg bet. Who wants to take that bet? How much we betting? Dude, stop spamming the chat. Stop spamming the chat, bro. You keep spamming it. Dricus may have an injury, but he doesn't have a broken leg. I promise you we'd already know about it. Why wouldn't Dricus confirm that he's injured yet? I get what you're saying, brother. We're trying to read between the tea leaves. I'm not saying broken leg, but can it have some fractures? Maybe. Clearly, dude is hurt. Yeah, it may not be a leg injury, though. What I'm saying is it's completely unreliable that Kaio's injured. I think, if anything, it's a minor injury from Dricus. Otherwise, they would have already announced an interim fight. But just forget it. I'm done talking about it. I'm just saying Kaio's an unreliable source. The way he said that was the most unreliable thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I can't even repeat what he was saying. I just encourage you to go watch my video from last Friday when I read Kevin's article. When you go to Kevin Ioli, Justin Gaethje, Islam Makhachev. I was the only person to point this out. Here, let me read this to you. I'm hearing Dricus Du Plessis is injured. And though there has been no confirmation, if that's accurate, a bout between Du Plessis and Khamzat Chimaev could not headline. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll find out in the next week or so. Damn, I can't believe it's almost the end of April. Okay, Camille. Sweet. Anyway, Joey, everyone knows DDP lost his leg, LT Dan style. Do we have any fight coming up for Dustin Poirier? It's Max Holloway. That's a given. I'll bet my life on that one, too. Joey, everyone knows DDP lost his leg. Okay, I read that. Milkman wants to be a character around this community. The way the fan base is acted now, like it's just okay to force defender vacate rule on Makhachev is embarrassing. Agreed. Joe, have you seen all this Ali Act shit? I haven't seen 100% of it, but I've seen the UFC wants to overturn it. Yeah, who was that guy? Who was that guy that was in the NCAA basketball? I want to say it was Kevin Ware. I don't know if that's the right name. That's what I'm imagining happened to Dricus Du Plessis. That's what I'm imagining happened to Dricus Du Plessis. Would you rather bet your channel or your life? I don't know. I gave you a character around here, man. There's dudes out here stealing my gimmick. Joey, everyone knows DDP lost his... Okay, we got it. Yeah, Kevin Ware. That's what I imagine happened to DDP, but we don't have any confirmation yet. Joe, I know I don't fuck around and do as much research as possible, but do appreciate Kaio jumping on the chance to fight Boris. Yeah, me too. That was not the point at all. My point was what he was... I'm not even getting into it anymore. We get it, Milkman. Dude, that Kevin Ware leg break was nasty. Was filthy. Was horrific. Was terrible. I mean, it really was bad. It really, 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 really was bad. Was horrifically bad. I remember that. C4 San Diego, a made man around here, just finally decides to show up. If there was a video of DDP, wouldn't it be trending by now? You think Kaio has a chance against Chimaev or DDP? Maybe against DDP, but not against Chimaev. I was a Louisville fan with him and Silva. I watched it live. Yeah, I seen it pretty soon after. I just imagine DDP being like, my leg! Like the guy from SpongeBob. My leg! Stealing your German Shepherds. South African wild dog took DDP's leg. Okay. Now, hey, let's flood the internet with rumors about what happened to DDP. Let's just flood the internet. Let's just flood the internet with rumors. Who do you think will be Dustin's last fight? Max Holloway trilogy for the BMF that Max doesn't even own. Is anyone else fed up with constantly going back and forth with what UFC 317 may or may not do? I want the UFC to announce it already. Hopefully it gets announced tonight. My bad, I'm in on a delay. Rumor mill? Yeah, rumor mill. Rumor mill. If Kaio is main or co-main, I'm not copping off 1,500 to a 10. F that. Weren't you saying you were going to that card? I'll stop after this. Regardless if DDP's leg are broken or compromised, he's chosen not to fight again. Kaio took the chance. Maybe spoke out of line. I don't blame him for the opportunity. I'm not even clowning on him for asking for the fight, man. I think you're misunderstanding. But we don't know if DDP's chosen not to fight yet. We don't know. It might happen still, Camille. All I'm saying, we got to pump the brakes a little bit with these unreliable, unconfirmed reports. Imagine they make 317 Max versus Justin. A shin injury and a broken leg are very completely thing. That's not even consistent with the story. Too much speculation tonight. I know. I'm not even doing it anymore. I'm going to play the telephone game. DDP broke his toenail, ends up breaking his leg in half, and is intensive care. Yeah, last I heard, DDP was seen moving around South Africa on a mobility scooter. That's what I heard. It bothers me how many people can't separate different points in the topic. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on around here. It's getting real bummy around here lately. We got Azerbaijan event before Spain and South Africa. Look, Fries, if you're still here, I'll let you take this one up. 90% of the speculated events from Dana in the UFC are horseshit. DDP broke his pinky toe. I heard he had a hangnail. Garry vs. Prates is actually a very good card. Very solid fight night card. I believe there's a reason for that, and I can't remember. I think it has something to do with WWE. They're doing some like mega. Yeah, I think we both agree on it, dude. We agree on everything. Camille, move on to something else for the love of fucking God. Move on to something else. Camille, please. Joe, did you watch WrestleMania? I did not. Is Dana going live tonight? Maybe. Ian Machado Getty, super confident impresser. That's true. Gary's always confident because he's got it, man. He's got it. I'm telling you, he's got it. What happened to DDP? DDP is 100% healthy, and he's fighting Khamzat Chimaev on 316. He's taken the main event from Merab and O'Malley. Ikram, fight of the night. I watched Bo Nickel interview. He thinks he's a striker now. Doesn't know if he'll shoot a takedown next week. Watching Couch Potatoes call a world champion a pussy because he won't fight with a broken leg. We don't know that his leg's even broken, you bum. I don't get it. I really don't get it, man. I really don't get it at all. We have no real confirmation other than a very vague... I'm not even getting into this anymore. Joe, you ready for Chandler McGregor? Tough 31 conclusion? Yeah, I can't wait for the conclusion of Tough 31. Joey, how tough are you? Could you handle the salty spittoon? I could. DDP got a prosthetic leg now. Y'all in just denial. Yeah, he's got a prosthetic leg. He's going to be all right. Are we sure Hunter Campbell isn't running the show now? Yeah, his leg is broken until there is an update. No, it's not. Man, the media literacy around here. For the legitimacy of tough, I know. The legitimacy of tough. Joe, what did I miss? Unfinished business. I should make a 15-minute video just absolutely just eviscerating Chandler off just those couple tweets. I think it'd be funny and somehow it would get a lot of views. I would just say in the very beginning, if you're hoping for anything of real crazy substance here, just leave now. Yeah, anybody saying strip Islam is a straight up bomb. Awkward fighting style. Looks like he's broken something. Chandler's videos are mad entertaining. Stop. Not gonna lie, these DDP leg stories got me giggling. Michael Chandler after he saw that recent Connor tweet. If you do better, use the unfinished business loading line. Unfinished business. Didn't he post a picture of a plane too? From what I heard, Caio Barajo messaged me. He said Chandler's got a broken leg, but he's taking the fight anyway. Shax is over. Islam can move up to 170. Most likely DDP is injured and can't make 317, but ready to return somewhat soon and hasn't broken his leg. Thank you. Bilal beats JDM and Boers beats DDP. Does Bilal get a fight against Boers or does he have to fight Ian Garry or beat Protest easily? Go. Bilal will not get a fight with Boers. They won't give it to him. Stripping Islam would be an unforgivable justice. If they strip Islam, I'm going to be absolutely disgusted. It's going to blow up the channel, though, because I'm going off every video. I'm going to post like 6 videos a day just complaining about it. Because it really is a disgrace. You think Tagir Ulanbekov beats Kyoji Horiguchi in June? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. If I had to say, I'd probably be like, nah. I'd be like Kyoji Horiguchi. There's more an argument to strip Jones than Islam. There's more of an argument to strip Merab than Islam. Islam fought more recently than Merab. You're pally grounded, Joey? What does that even mean? Joey, I can't sleep until Chandler and Connor finish Tough 31. I think if Chandler and Connor end up fighting, instead of naming it a number, it should be McGregor Chandler unfinished business. And there should be a poster, and I'll buy the poster. Haunter's a WWE chat whore. Yeah, Haunter gets around, man. I wish Google user would challenge Haunter the same way he challenged Nivek, because Haunter would never dare step to those waters, bro. Haunter would never dare step to those waters. Ever dare. Haunter is just the ultimate chat whore, man. It's embarrassing. He goes around to every chat just chopping it up. Tony Two-Tone with the $4.99. Let's get a new topic, please. Anything other than DDP. They will never strip Islam. They would lose more than they would gain. If they strip Islam, do you guys know what a joke that would be? Do you guys know what a joke that would be? I mean, that would be the biggest joke in the history of the sport. The biggest joke in the history of the sport. Haunter. Google user said he'll dono 3 times what you dono, bro. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down, Haunter. Maybe I'll stop calling you a chat whore. You can't let me down on this one. I don't think Haunter's going to step up to the plate, man. I don't think he's going to step to those waters, Google user. So, unfortunately, I think you're safe. Dude said 3 times. But shout out to Tony Two-Tone. You want to talk about DDP's broken leg a little bit more? And how Kaya is 100% accurate on it? You want to talk about DDP's broken leg? Yeah, from what I'm hearing, DDP totally has a broken leg. Nah, I'm kidding. From what I understand, DDP has a prolapsed asshole, is what I'm hearing through the grapevine. Okay? Shout out to Tony Two-Tone for the $4.99. If they strip Islam, we riot. If they strip Islam, we straight up riot. UFC brings back events names for McGregor Chandler. The thing is, 412 and unfinished business. The thing is, why would you even trust him? Why would you even trust him to main event a pay-per-view? I wouldn't trust him, though. But yeah, it's unfinished business. Yeah, I'm done with the sport if they do that. Strip Tom. Yeah, Tom's sitting around begging to fight 40-year-old men instead of actually fighting. I'm waiting for Haunter to come through. Haunter's really let me down tonight, man. Haunter's really let me down. Damn, Haunter. Haunter doesn't deserve the opportunity. Bro said strip Islam so Ilia can get a Mickey Mouse lightweight belt. Haunter's let me down, man. Google user said 3 times. Bro couldn't even muster up a 20. I'm done. C4 San Diego made man around here. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Thank you for the 5. Oh, shit. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Or we got a little bit of a Dono war going on. I originated that term, as you guys know. Thank you for the $5 C4 San Diego. We also have a Dono from Camille. Camille sent me a $10 Dono on PayPal. He said, I believe Caio Baralho. I think DDP really did break his leg and is unwilling to fight at 317. I think what he said sounded like a real story. Nah, I'm kidding. He didn't say that. I just made that up. Shout out to Camille for the $10. He said, Bo said he's a natural striker. Go. Cheers, brother. Bo Nickel stands in the mirror and masturbates, staring himself dead in the eyes. That's what he does. Haunter, Google user is good on his word. I promise you that, Haunter. Google user is good on his word. If that's what you're asking. So step up to the plate, man. Shout out C4 San Diego. From what I'm hearing, Fries barely shows up to chat anymore, man. He just thinks he's better than us. Really giving me really pissing me off, man. It's not about what they won't do today. It's not about letting take flood of fandom so they can have a fair sport enduring in the future as well. It's a slippery slope. That's the best way to say it. Our DDP will be dropping to welterweight after losing his leg. Fries is a nicer overlap. Joe, what's your most disliked video? I don't know. I should have an answer to that, but I don't know. I don't know what my most disliked video is. So we're having a little bit of a Dono war brewing. I originated that term. No one else came up with that ever. People out here stealing my gimmick. DDP allegedly has mono after kissing his coach. Overlap wouldn't dare step to these waters. I heard DDP will be dropping. Okay, read that. Fries is a nicer overlap. Joe, you give me a timeout. You kept spamming the same message, man. You kept spamming the same message. You need to calm down. You need to calm down, buddy. You need to calm down, man. All right? As I'm here slouching in my chair. I try to not slouch in my chair because it just sitting in here for hours. You start slouching in your chair. Dude said you never see me stand up. You're worried how my leg is. I'm not going to lie. Haunter really let me down. Haunter really let me down around here. I thought he might step up. He has stepped up before. I thought he might step up, but he didn't step up. Joe, already read that. If Strickland fought like he sparred, what do you think his UFC career would look like? I have no idea. It would definitely be more exciting. Would definitely be more exciting. What is this dude just spamming in chat? Come on now. This dude just spamming the dumbest messages. What happens when Strickland gets slumped by an influencer? We all laugh our asses off. What is the Ruzaboyev's coach meme? Look up Ruzaboyev celebrating after KOing Bruno Fajeda. Look it up. Look it up. Okay, sorry, will not happen again. Chill. Okay, what is the Ruzaboyev? Hip hip hooray, we lost Junior Taffa this weekend. Haunter, you have 1 minute left. Start the timer. Dude said 4 times. Let's give him a minute and a half. Come on now. Let's start the clock. Clock start. It's officially started. Dude said he'll 4 times you, Haunter. I'm not going to lie. If Haunter doesn't step up to the plate, Renoa said he'll match the Haunter Dono as well. If Haunter doesn't step up to the plate, man, he might have to catch a block. He might have to catch a block. Shout out Sauger. We basically have a 5 times of whatever you donate, Haunter. We basically have a 5 times. You have 30 seconds left, bro. You have 30 seconds left. Hurry, Haunter. Strickland and Bradley Martin should fight. Okay. Haunter, you got 15 seconds. Damn, Haunter really let me down. We got 10. Look, I just stopped the timer. 54 seconds. Almost 55. Look at that. And I stopped that like a second late. So I didn't have my hand over there by my phone. Haunter actually stepped up a little bit, man. He stepped up a little bit. Haunter stepped up a little bit, man. Damn. Nivek said he would have donated 50 if Google user said he would have 4 times him. I don't believe that. But Haunter stepped up to the plate, man. We got to give credit where credit's due. We got to give credit where credit's due, man. He stepped up to the plate. Haunter, don't let him bully you, son. Don't let him bully you, son. What did Sauger say? The one who vapes is laughing at Sauger. Oh, you guys are talking amongst yourselves. Can we talk about how out of shape Strickland is? Dude's love handles and gut while he's fighting nobodies. Dude's done. Yeah, his daddy likes him. His daddy likes him pudgy, man. Who's gonna match me? There you go, man. Dude 5 times it. Dude 5 times it. Google user 5 times it. Shout out to Google user. Haunter just evolved into a Gengar. What's that mean? Shout out to the chat whore. Shout out to them. Shout out to the chat whore. Everyone shout out the chat whore. To become a made man is 500 USD. Billy Black, I've never seen your name in chat before, but yes, to become a made man around here, that's the cost of a made man. It has to be a single stream though. We only have a couple made men. Shout out to Google user for the $50 dono. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. We're still waiting on, who was it? Roranoa Zora to match him as well. You ready for the Anthony Smith assault case on Saturday night? Dude, he's going to curl up into a ball. Curl up into a ball. Oh, he did match it. Roranoa with the $10 PayPal dono. Shout out to Roranoa Zora for the $10 PayPal dono. He said, thank you, Google user, for the initiative. And then he put his YouTube name at the end. Thank you. I really appreciate it, man. Haunter pulled through, man. Haunter pulled through. Haunter pulled through. Don't let this dude in chat bully you, Haunter. Don't let this dude bully you, Haunter. Shout out Google user, man. Billy Black apparently wants to become a made man around. I'm waiting for Billy Black to become a made man around here. Dude said, Haunter, if you match that, man. $10 donos. I guess it's a slow Wednesday. Yeah, it's getting really bummy around here. It's getting extra bummy around here lately. Thank you, Chase, for the $9.99. He said, I matched it too. He said, let's get this Dono war started. Who's battling out with Google User who just dropped 50, man? He dropped 100 tonight. Google User dropped 100, unless I'm mistaken. He dropped 250s tonight. So, who wants to battle it out with Google User? I got a dip, brother. Just talked to DDP. He said the third leg that got hurt should be good to go at 317. Nice. Nice. Appreciate it. Dude said, yeah, I'm out. Don't want no part of that. Chase dropped a couple donos tonight, man. Chase is out here supporting as well. Appreciate you, man. Oh my God, the $10 implosion. They're called the $10 hollers. They're called the $10 hollers. Will the fetal position work from Anthony? Dude, Anthony Smith is always in a fetal position. I swear. It's so annoying. It's so funny, though. And it's just so funny how Anthony Smith faked a retirement only to then come back against Ming Yang Zhang, who's literally going to starch him out cold. Legitimately is going to starch him out bad. Hopefully he doesn't get put to sleep. That way we can see how it turns out. You know what I mean? We can at least see him fold up into a fetal position. You know, excuse me. That was wild. Smith is mad about that matchup. I don't know that he is, man. He probably thinks he can win. Imagine Anthony Smith somehow flukes a KO. Vitor Petrino should be embarrassed of himself. That's why I picked Dustin Jacoby over Vitor Petrino. That's why I picked him. No disrespect, but Smith's entire career is built on I went 5 rounds with Jones, who was coasting against him. I mean, basically. I mean, his career is built by comebacks. He had a comeback win against Gustafsson and a comeback win against Ozdemir, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going off the top of my head, so I might be wrong on that. I can't believe Haunter came through with 6 seconds to go. How shocked were you when you watched Rumble Glover? I picked Rumble to KO Glover, so I wasn't shocked at all. I picked Rumble over Gustafsson as well. I was a big Rumble believer until he fought DC. Joe, why did Reyes do so well against Jones? I mean, Reyes took Jones like no one ever did because Jones didn't take him seriously. I can't believe I actually thought Colby could beat Garry. He wouldn't, dude. Remember I was crazy back when I said Garry would literally annihilate him? Imagine if we go all year, don't get any of the following. Jones, Tom, Ilia, Islam, DDP, Khamzat would be an absolute catastrophe. I'm quitting the sport if that's the case. If we don't get at least one of those, I'm done with the sport. It's a joke. Hey, little bro, what's up? Hunter Campbell. That is the real Hunter Campbell right there. Hey, Joey, sorry I'm late. Better late than never. Remember when Smith had the audacity to say there's level to this after he fluked to win? Which one are we talking about? The Vitor Petrino win? Petrino's a bomb, dude. It's hard to judge fighters when their best performance or losses. You can't elevate a guy off a loss. I learned it a long time ago. Colby got elevated off a loss. Gustafsson got elevated off a loss. Dominic Reyes got elevated off a loss. DDP isn't injured. He's negotiating, playing it smart with the timing, and looking for the right deal before stepping back in. There you go. You heard it straight from Usama. Gus said before the fight, if I can't beat Smith, I need to retire, and he did. When's the last time Gustafsson fought? I remember when he got submitted by Werdum. Gustafsson really never did anything after losing to Jones. That's the craziest thing. He hasn't fought in 3 years. He lost to Nikita Krylov. Damn, he got finished 4 straight times. Damn, he went 3-6. He went 3-6 after losing to Jones. Damn. What's crazy is he wasn't even that old, man. He's 38 now. Colby will lose to Anshul. Yeah, I think Colby might try to start barking at him. I started disliking Dominic Reyes once he kept saying he won that fight. For like 3-4 years, I wanted to see him beat several times, and now I kind of feel bad for him. Yeah, dude, Dom Reyes just wouldn't shut up about the John Jones fight, and I think it was a detriment to him. How do you think Khamzat fares against DDP? I think Khamzat brutally finishes DDP in the first round. Do you think Big Ang could have beaten light heavyweight DC? Yes. That's a actually banger matchup that I never thought of. Prime DC at light heavyweight versus Prime Ankalaev. That's actually a banger fight. That's actually a banger fight. I'm sad that we will never get that. Yeah, the striking is too good, and I don't think DC can ragdoll him in the grappling. I don't know why I keep falling down in my chair. I constantly got to sit up. It's like over time you just slouch and start sliding down in your chair. He didn't beat Jones' ass for 3 rounds. It was a super competitive fight. DDP, I'm coming for you. Okay. DC's so hittable, he might get TKO'd. Ozdemir had some success early. Ming Yang versus Big Ank. Big Ank, easy win. Ming Yang isn't that good, bro. He's not a title contender. He's just a I'll beat up and knock out bums. Rumble in his prime, be champion today? Absolutely not. Absolutely. Anthony Rumble Johnson, RIP, he had no heart at all. He was ready to pack it in the second he faced any adversity, man. I can't believe he's gone. I remember I was really looking forward to Rumble versus Yoel. It's crazy how people die and then years go by. I mean, it's been 3 years since Rumble's been gone. He died November 13th, 2022. When was his last fight? May 7th, 2021. He almost got finished, remember? Sat out for 4 years before that. To this day, and I don't want to speak ill of a person who's dead, he threw that second DC fight. He bet against himself, and he threw that second DC fight. I promise you that. It was so obvious. Yeah, Jones did outclass Reyes in the first 3 rounds. Agreed. Fighting at that many weight classes shows lack of discipline. He got dropped by that and almost KO'd by that. Yep, by the Bellator dude. Do you think Ilia would have beaten the Volk that fought Islam in Australia? No. I really think Islam softened him up. That's a wild accusation. Go watch it right now, Nivek. You'll agree with me. The second DC fight, Rumble through. I think he bet against himself. Legitimately, like, gambled against himself. I'm not even using it as the term. He was winning and then literally started doing stuff intentionally to lose. I've seen the fight. Go back and rewatch it, dude, with that in the mind now. With that in your mind now. Guys, can everybody like the stream and make sure they're subscribed to the channel? There's got to be a couple of you who aren't subbed. I'm trying to get to 40K, man. I'm trying to grind it out to 40K. Damn. Bilal Muhammad, 20 minutes on submissive radio. Okay. All right. Okay. DC even said he threw the fight. Wouldn't shock me. Rip Chandler. Chandler dug his own grave and laid down in it. That's the truth. I can't believe it's been 8 hours since I dropped my video earlier. We need a 50K by the end of the year. If we don't hit 50K by the end of the year, I'd be embarrassed. If we don't hit 50K by the end of the year, I'd be embarrassed. Once there's some news really start flowing, we'll start really picking up some steam again. But the last month or so, the subscribers haven't been great because there's been nothing really going on. Excuse me. There's been nothing really going on. I haven't had any like massive blow up videos. Is what I need. Okay. We have the consistent base watching, but we haven't had any like, oh, this video is going to blow up. Like last time I got a really big video was like UFC 313, right? Yeah, when's the last time I got a 50K, John? It's been a bit. I need a 50K, John. Last time I got a 50K, John, was 2 months ago. Damn. Oh, well. There's nothing I can do. Just keep grinding, keep doing better, keep doing videos I think are important. We'll be there. We'll be there. True, I think you're just going through a dry patch because of the industry. Yeah, basically. It happens. It happens all the time. I'll be like, damn, what the hell's going on? I haven't picked up any subs, or like not any subs, but like there were some months last year I'd pick up like 4,000 subs in a month, and this month I picked up like 500, which is craziness. But it goes with the ups and downs of the kind of what's going on in the sport. And at the end of the day, look, like this month may not be a great month for subs, but this month is the highest grossing month monetary wise in channel history. This is the highest grossing month in channel history with a couple Dono wars. I mean, and we still got a week left. We still have a whole week left, and this is the highest grossing month in channel history. That's fucking insane. So, it is what it is. And I'm sure next month we'll maybe pick up a bunch of subs, but maybe not make as much money. It's just the way, it's just the nature of the business. You'll get there, man. Yeah, I'm going to get to 50K before the end of the year. Who knows? We could have a couple videos blow up, and next thing you know, we're at 100K. We have a great community, a great loyal community. That's really what I wanted to build anyway. You don't make much off live streams other than donos. No, you make some, but not much, unless you get like 100,000 views, like some of the Fight Companion live streams, maybe. Never even heard of that person. Do you think Aldo is higher all-time featherweight compared to Holloway? Maybe. I don't know. What was your goal? 50K, 40K, Suns for 2025? My goal for 2025 is 100K. I'm going to try to grind it out to 100K somehow, some way. What do we got? 8 months left? It's possible. It's possible. But I definitely want to hit 50K by the end of the year, which I think we'll get there in a couple months. We'll probably get there like by summertime, I would say, get to 50K. We're going to do a 5-hour stream for 50K subs. Yoshi, thank you for the $2. When you're big time, don't sell your soul like Ariel. I'll be exactly how I am now. You don't have to worry about that. I'll be exactly how I am now. Thank you, Yoshi, for the $2. Appreciate it, buddy. Man, the 50K is something I've been really wanting since I hit 10K. It was really, like, even though we celebrate a lot of goals, it was really 1K, 10K, and then I was looking forward to 50. Is what I couldn't wait for. Is what I couldn't wait for. And that's what I'm looking forward to. And it's right around the corner. It's right around the corner. Which is actually absolutely insane. Yeah, dude's just trolling. Can't you shout out your hate watchers? Shout out all the hate watchers. They're pissed at Google user for dropping multiple 50s. If any consolidation, the other MMA channels are barely growing as well. Fair enough. I wouldn't say I'm barely growing. I mean, I wouldn't go all there. I wouldn't go there at all. I mean, but just this month is a little bit slower because of the lack of what's going on. It is what it is. There's always been this, though. There's always ups and downs. There's always peaks and valleys. So I'm not worried. Believe me, I'm not worried about it in the least bit. I know right around the corner is another peak. Right now, I wouldn't even say I'm in a valley. Honestly, I might be at a peak right now. I might be at a peak right now. And then I'm heading for a valley, and then I'm back to a peak again. MMA channels are hard to grow because you got to be first. You got to strike off. Then it's hard to be the hardest working man in MMA. Shout out MMA Joey. Shout out Joshua Andrews. Joey has what it takes to get to 1 million. I'm glad to be a part of it from the beginning. Google User has been around for a long time. Shout out Google User. Do you check Social Blade? Social Blade is absolutely full of shit. So no, I don't check Social Blade. Someone told me about that a long time ago. It's dog shit. It's not even close to accurate either. So, would for 42, would you get stoned on stream? No. Do you reckon Pereira would accept a rematch with Hank? I don't think he's going to. I don't think he's going to. At all. Yeah, maybe in 2026. Maybe in 2026. Another Chandler video wouldn't hurt about now. That's not what I think of. I don't think of, oh, I got to make this video because it'll do well. I try to do what I think is worthy of the existing audience. You start spamming low quality shit content too much, and your audience will be pissed, okay? Like somebody said tier list. I'm not doing tier list. That'd have to be a super rare thing. Shout out Erica saying like the stream. We got the largest female demographic. It's not Chandler, it's Dirty Mike. Exactly. Dirty Mike. Dirty Mike. Do you think they'll rush Hank to give Pereira a better chance? No. I think they're going to find a reason. I think they're going to find a reason to have Pereira duck Hank alive for a rematch. Is what I think. Joe, you have minimal bias in your analysis. Keep up the sharp logic. You're welcome, man. Thank you. I knew that dude's going to be pissed about that. I'll tell you one thing. Talking for 2 hours makes you thirsty. Makes your mouth dry. But yeah, I got a banger video that I put out before the stream. Well, way before the stream. Earlier today, we'll say. About Islam Makhachev versus Ilia Topuria. Straight up heater. Got my full card predictions I dropped yesterday. Remember when Poirier used to say Chandler's a piece of shit? I guess he knew about Chandler's dirty tactics back then. Agreed. Chandler's a fake nice guy. Joe, you're wrong about John, bro. He's scared. Okay. Remember, yes. Yes. Chat's dying off right now. Is that what's going on? Is that what's going on right now? Chat is dying off somehow. We have a little Dono war and then everyone stops sending messages now. I mean, this is getting insanity right now. This is the weekly live chat. I remember people were calling Dustin a sore winner. I know. They were saying Dustin's a fake nice guy. POV King, keep up the mahi. Thank you for the 349 New Zealand SDB. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Not sure what mahi means, but I'm assuming it's a compliment. Joe, do you know how people get into MMA media and how these people get opportunities to ask questions at press conferences? They work for established outlets. That's all I know about it. That's all I know about it. They work for established outlets, and that's it. Not trying to dominate chat. Milkman was like 5 minutes behind earlier, spamming the same thing. 315 tickets under 150. Haunter really should have came in earlier. Haunter should have came in earlier with a $500 dono, bro. I'd have sent him $250 back after the stream. I should have made a Haunter burner and donated $500 myself. Imagine I did that. And Haunter's like, what the hell? I just realized if Mavsar becomes champ, that would be 4 out of 8 champions, either Muslim or Doggy. No wonder they're doing everything they can to keep him away from the belt. That's another video I should be doing maybe tomorrow. That's another video I should be doing. Honestly, Mavsar saying, look, the UFC doesn't want me don't want me fighting Alexander Volkanovski for the belt. It's an embarrassment. It really is an embarrassment. Joey, the Ian Garry pre-fight interviews fire. I'll have to check it out. Movsar ain't getting the title. He would beat Volk right now. He would legit beat Volk right now. That'd be crazy if Movsar just brutalizes Volkanovski. That would legit be insane. If you make that video, Aries storming off, I don't know if that really relates or not. Do you think Ian Garry should have gotten a title shot instead of JDM? No, I do not. I get it. That would be so sad. It'd be craziness, too. I think Volkanovski should retire, man. He's going to get chinned badly. Isn't that sad how that happens quick? It creeps up on you quick. I mean, Diego Lopez shouldn't even been competitive. Should not have even been competitive. Damn. Shout out to the one who vapes, man. This dude is a made man around here. Dude had the audacity to say not as much as usual, but thanks for today's live stream. Dude's preemptively, I don't want to say apologizing, but hey, man, not as much as usual, but thanks for the live stream. Thank you for the $65 bomb from the one who vapes. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the PayPal donation. $65. Thank you very much. Dude, you're a made man. You never have to donate another dime ever again, bro. You're a made man. No need to like preemptively say, not as much as usual. You can save those for the 40K and 50K streams, man. You can save those for the 40 and 50K streams, you maniac. But shout out to the one who vapes. $65 PayPal dono. I mean, that's a lot of money. That's $65. Yeah, everyone, round of applause for the one who vapes in chat. For the one who vapes in chat, man. That's dude's straight up out here just killing the game. Dude's out here killing the game. Joey, do you smoke? I do not. We just donated 65 3-hour stream. You know what, Matthew Thompson? I'll make you a deal. Matthew Thompson, that you're not going to take. Dudes, you're always taking credit for other dudes' dono. You match vapes, I'll do a 3-hour live chat right now. I'll extend the stream for 1 full hour. I guarantee he will not. We deserve a 3-hour stream. Bro is talking about we. Dude, he always does that. I'm giving you the opportunity to step up to these waters, bro. Matthew Thompson said, who's matching me? Let's see if he actually steps up to these waters. Let's see. Who's matching Matthew Thompson? Matthew Thompson just dipped, had to come back for that. Matthew Thompson donates 65 and I'll times it too. Dude, that's it. Matthew, you can't let me down, bro. If people say they're going to match you, you can't let me down on this stream. You can't let me down on this stream, dude. Dude said he'll match you times 2. Who knows? There might be somebody else willing to match you too. So don't let me down, Matthew. Bummy boy. Google user's a maniac, dude. He was taking some risk earlier. He said, look, whatever you donate, I'll send times 2. Tay2 has been MIA. I'm starting to think you're Tay2. Dude said 1 minute start. Let's give him 2 minutes. Come on now. Let me start a timer. You got to give me a second to pull up a timer, though. Clock. I say we give him 2 minutes. All right. I started the timer. He said 2 minutes. Give him the 2 minutes, Google user. He said 2 minutes. I think he earned that one. And now he's done typing. Google clearly a lawyer with all these terms. What terms? You gotta give him 2 years. Let's see if Matthew Thompson pulls it off. Let's see if he's transferring some dollars right now. I'm skeptical. I don't know if I don't think I'm like 40-60. I don't know. We will see. Dude said got to give him 2 years. The one who vapes are always out here starting stuff. I bet Matthew watches in bed undercover, giggling, watching Joey. The scary thing is we don't know dudes are doing while watching. Matthew, I hope that's just the beginning, dude. Just took a loan. Dude, drop. Bro, come on, man. Matthew Thompson, massive letdown, bro. Come on. I'm assuming that was just a joke one. We're waiting for the real one to come in. If you wanted 2 minutes, you got a minute. You're a minute and a half in now. You got 30 seconds. Chase matched it with the 99 cents. We're at a minute and 35. So let's see. I didn't think he was going to. He surprised me with the dollar too. Minute 45. Minute 50. Damn. I'm about to stop it. Hold on. We got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. Matthew Thompson let us down. Shout out Chase for the 99 cents. Matthew Thompson wouldn't dare step to these waters. He trolls. It was a massive letdown. Have you gamed off stream since the new monitor? For like 10 minutes. I have. But not fully. I haven't got the full experience yet. But the new monitor is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The OLED is amazing. OLED technology. I've had OLEDs for 5 years now. I got my first OLED in 2020. All that talk every year. Matthew Thompson's never living that one down. That was a big letdown for Matthew Thompson. Oblivion remastered would be nice for streaming. I think I've vaguely heard of that. Y'all killing me. Maybe Matthew still comes in. I don't know. I doubt it. When's the Joey Gaming premiere? I have no idea. Hopefully soon. Hopefully very soon. I don't know yet. I got to run some tests first to make sure I know how it works and everything. Damn, Matthew Thompson had the ability to make a 3-hour stream. He just couldn't pull it off. Chat's completely dying off. Has UFC ever crashed during the main event? One time it glitched when Pereira was KOing Yuri the first time. It froze a little bit. Dude, Matthew, I'm not reading Matthew for the next 5 streams. I'm not reading a single one of his messages. Nivek came in clutch earlier. Haunter embarrassed Matthew. How's he ever supposed to live that one down? How is he ever supposed to... Haunter embarrassed Matthew. I mean, that's just craziness. Any plans to play online games with members once game channel gets going? Maybe. I would consider it. Matthew hella bummy. I'm not reading his messages for the next 5 streams. Remind me next stream. I will not read a single message from him. Off topic, I just saw the TikToker, 21-year-old, pass away from colon cancer. Damn, that's horrible, bro. I wish you would have even told me. Where's Pat Matthews nowadays? He was here earlier, Pat. Poverty Pat. Google user used to be Trolly. I don't really remember that. Since he came on the channel, he hasn't been around. I think he just thinks he's better than us now. I think Poverty Pat thinks he's better. I let him on stream one day. Now he disappears. Yeah, he should hightail it out of here. He should really hightail it out of here. But shout out again to Google user for the $100 worth of donos tonight. Maybe even more. I think it was 100. Shout out to the one who vapes for the $65 bomb at the tail end of the stream. I have a banger video out on the channel right now that I need you guys all to check out after I end this stream. It is called Unreliable Reports Suggest Islam Makhachev versus Ilia Topuria for UFC 317. Hopefully we get some news soon. I'm hoping we get some news soon. I really am hoping we get some news soon. I really am hoping. Because that'll be good. It's just like the UFC's getting bummy. I mean, we're literally 2 months out and they can't even... We can't even get any news. I mean, what's going on? It was a banger of a vid. I really liked it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It seemed like most people really liked that video. I would have doubled it. I'm out. Again, Joey. Adios, Camille. I'm not even saying his name ever again. I'm not saying his name ever again. Dude got extra bummy tonight. I can't wait to see the comments on this stream later. There's going to be people complaining. John is scared, my guy. I think John versus Tom, if it happens, is not going to happen until the end of the year. Straight up banger. Thank you, Billy. Thanks, Bill. I'm glad you enjoyed the video. A lot of people did. I had fun making that video. That's like the videos I really love to make. Like the way the coverage is going, it really aggravates the hell out of me sometimes. And we're getting bummy ass coverage left and right from media. I can't believe Strickland's throwing elbows and shit. Why is he throwing elbows against an influencer? Strickland's the definition of a bully. Like, imagine being that much of a bully, dude. You're just beating up untrained dudes because your dad fucked you. I mean, seriously. Joey said, Jones, Tom, MSG, I'm telling you. John will fight Tom in November at MSG. We'll see. Dude deserves a year ban. I'm not going to go that far. It's just crazy. Where was that against DDP, man? I'm just seeing these clips. Apparently they released more footage. He's throwing elbows and knees. I mean, it's crazy. He's throwing elbows and knees. What a bully, man. I might go watch the Bilal interview. I may do a video off of that tomorrow. Strickland wishes he could do that in his fights. Yep. That's exactly right. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to see Islam Ilia 317. I want to fight to have hella build up in a foreign nation with fans that actually give two fucks and commentators that care enough to travel. I want Ilia just to get a win at lightweight first. Let Ilia get a win at lightweight first. You know how big that fight will be? If Ilia beats Charles first or something? 2-hour stream with damn near 200 people. Y'all muster up 100 likes. I know, dude. It's getting extra bummy around here. Chat's dying off, too. Chat is dying off. A 2-hour weekly live stream. I'd be so hyped, especially if Islam beats Arman. Imagine Islam beats Arman, Ilia beats Charles, and then they face off in the fall or winter. I think it would make the fight so much bigger. But Ilia doesn't want to risk it. Which tells me all I need to know. I don't think Topuria even thinks he'll beat Islam. Because he doesn't even want to risk it at all. Charles won't fight Ilia. The news will be Chandler McGregor. The UFC isn't going to trust them to headline an event. They're not going to... I mean, Chandler's going to turn around that quickly after getting absolutely bludgeoned. Absolutely bludgeoned. No. Last take, Arman beats Ilia facts. I think Arman could beat Ilia. I agree. I just feel like if Ilia wins, there'll be so much more Islam ducking narrative, Islam versus Arman, Charles versus Ilia, than Islam Ilia's made months ahead with the promo, not Dana's reels. I agree, man. It would make the fight so much better. I'm with you 100%. Ilia could have fought already. He didn't fight until what, October? He could have fought January, February, March, and still fought Islam in the summer. Arman is worse matchup for Ilia than Islam. I don't know about that. Ilia's ducking Arman. Facts. Yeah, facts. Breaking news. Chandler McGregor International Fight Week per Chandler. Imagine if you listened to Chandler. Remember when Chandler said, I'm 100% sure? I agree. If Ilia really thinks he could be champ, then beating contender shouldn't be a problem. I know. He doesn't want to risk it. You can tell. He does not wish to risk it because he's nervous he might lose. And then he loses all his hype. That's the God honest truth around here. Let me see something before I go. Damn, that screenshot of the dude working for Ilia got a decent amount of traction. I didn't realize that. Just seeing. Do you think Imavov deserves a title shot after Khamzat? Yes. You underestimate what Chandler's willing to do in a fight with McGregor. Oh, no, I'm not underestimating. He hasn't fought anyone at 155, only defended 145 once, hasn't proved anything. Dude, let's be real. Ilia has 2 good wins, and one of those wins was a guy coming back short notice after a brutal KO. There, I said it. There, I said it. Ilia much shorter than Islam, makes holding a smaller frame-wise guy down harder. Arman is closer to Ilia, but beefier. I think Arman probably beats Ilia as well. I'm a big believer in Arman. I picked him to beat Charles. A lot of people weren't picking him to beat Charles. I can pick Charles fights pretty good. I picked Charles to beat Beneil. Remember when everyone acted like Beneil would beat Charles? Do you guys remember that? That was insane. Everyone acted like, oh, definitely he's going to beat him. Made no sense. Maybe I'll watch this Bilal interview tonight, and maybe I'll do a video on that tomorrow. Maybe I'll watch that before I go to bed. We'll see. We shall see. Arman got that Nina drama curse. Ilia just vacated out of nowhere when Islam was already wanting to move up. Just wait for a second. Imagine Ilia loses to Islam whenever it's the pound for pound number 1, but imagine he comes back and gets a second loss. He is legit done. I know, and everyone will shit on Islam's win. That's the truth. Arman is legit. Dude has it all like Islam. Tough fight for Islam too. That's why I want Islam Arman 2 the most. That's why I want Islam Arman 2 the most, my friend. But it seems like I don't think we're ever going to get Islam Arman 2. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, that's the case. That's really annoying. Bilal's the only champ who actually seeks out the most dangerous contender. Agreed. Blame Baldy. I know Baldy's got his panties in a wad because Arman pulled out of a fight. What a joke. What a complete joke. Dude, if they called for an immediate rematch, that would be so funny again. He would have to fight another 45er. If they called for an immediate rematch. Like, what if Islam lost? Arman beats Bilal. How highly I think of Arman. I don't think Arman beats Bilal. No. But you never know. Arman's really good. I think Arman's almost underrated how good he is. But listen, boys. I went 2 hours and basically 15 minutes. Matthew Thompson, the ultimate failure tonight. The ultimate failure. Do me a favor before you guys all dip out. Make sure to like the stream. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to... I guess that's pretty much it for the video. Make sure to check out the most recent video I dropped is what I was going to say. I dropped a video about the unreliable sources talking about Islam being stripped of his lightweight title. What a fucking joke that is. Here is the video. I'm going to link it in chat before I go. It's a banger video. I highly encourage. If you guys want to know basically everything that's going on right now, check out this video. Check out that video right now. Thanks for today. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thanks, Joey in chat. Shout out the one who vapes. Shout out Google user. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for your support. I will see you guys, I guess, tomorrow maybe. We'll see. I might not be on tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I got to see what I'm doing tomorrow. I got a lot of shit to do. I got shit to do today that I didn't do. I said, you know what? I'm going to stream out here. I'm going to stream out here. Who knows? Maybe I'll be back. I'll come back in an hour. I'll come back in an hour, boys. Now I'm kidding. Check out the video I linked in chat. Goodbye. Good night. Thank you for all your support. I'll talk to you guys later.